You call me pretty in many ways, complimenting my outfit or my hair or the bones that show above the collar of my shirt. Pretty in the way you wish you were, but you don't. You comment on how my clothes don't seem to fit right, say my hair is messy, and how your jeans accentuate all the right places, and then reminding me I have nothing to accentuate. You call me pretty like it's something mystic, rare, unachievable, like a unicorn running through an open field of tulips just as the sun's beginning to set. But that unicorn's horn reminds me too much of my ribs. That unicorn's horn has been covered in myth, covered in blood, covered in lies, sparkling like the makeup I can't leave the house without, but most times I'm too afraid to even put on. As I see this spectacle running further into the sunset, I realize, a moment too late, that unicorn wasn't running out of freedom, she was running from a snake. Afraid of not being careful enough of stepping right into the snake's mouth, its body surrounds mine, compressing all the places I wish didn't exist in the first place, biting into my sides, my legs, my eyes, until all I can see is the number of its teeth morphing into the number of mine, the number of bites, the number on the package, the number I was afraid to step on. As I look closer, those two lips look more like two lips. Maybe they're yours. Maybe they're mine. Maybe it's almost every single person I have ever met. My ears pick up their voices. I listen, but it's all the same things over and over. My skeleton of a body growing smaller and smaller with each insignificant word. The sunset becomes a dark night sky. But that unicorn keeps running. Those stars keep shining. She is beautiful, but she is running out of air. Sooner or later, she is going to realize that it's hard to breathe when all that's in her body is water. It's salt on ice. It's half a piece of gum. It's toothpaste but no mouthwash. Half of a dinner left out from the night before. No breakfast, no lunch. Nobody to help you when you throw up in the shower. Nobody to hold your hair when you throw up. Nobody to pick you up when you pass out in the shower. Nobody to help you when your limbs go numb. Nobody to care when you get to the number you set. Stop! She's going to slow down. She's going to be pulled back by those two lips, two arms. She is going to collapse. Just like the piece of paper, just like the house of cards, just like the glass she made herself out of. But this story isn't over. Those stars are still shining. She is beautiful. She is running out of air. She's going to wake up the next morning with a headache. Dirt and bruises in her pure, glistening hair, some sticking to the pillow as she rises. She'll drink water from the previous day, the feeling of her own mouth making her feel sick, and she'll stand, and she'll run. And someday she's going to make it to those stars. Thank you.
You say that you love me, but if your love is putting your hands on me, then I don't want your love. You say that you want me, but the only thing you want is my body.
I had a dream where I met someone who truly loved me, walking on the beach with the one for me, side by side, glancing each other's eyes. He says I'm the one for him and pulls out roses. I blush. May I have this kiss?
Or so I thought. My friends say you shouldn't give up on love. You'll find someone.
Gross.
How many times do I have to get heartbroken before the right one comes? Gross.
I want a guy that'll text me good morning and good night every day.
I want a guy that will switch me shoes after wearing heels all day.
I want a guy that'll go on long rides with me.
I want a guy who's not afraid to try new things. I want someone who respects my rights as a woman.
The only time you want to see me is at night? Gross.
But what are you doing in your free time when there's light? Do you not have time for me? Am I not good enough?
You say you want to get to know me?
What do you want to know? My favorite color? What I like to do? My birthday? My personalities? But you won't put in the effort. But I know about you.
Your birthday is January 10th.
Your favorite color is purple.
You love to meditate.
And you love to bake. But I made that effort.
You say you want to earn my trust.
But how could we spell trust without us? You say all these words to me. I'll be there for you.
You're my one and only. We're gonna grow old together.
Blah, 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 blah. But you never act on it. It's obvious that this dream won't come true. You got some issues that I can guide you through.
Maybe I can find my Prince Charming.
If they're still out there. Or maybe I'll stop in my tracks so I'll never have to get heartbroken ever again.
I've never truly fell in love or even knew if it was real. Yeah, I've liked someone, but is it real?
Maybe one day I'll figure out what true love is.
I've got a dream.
I've got a dream too. They may be a little different, but teenage love is gross.
People are the cruelest. Just look at our teens and elders, targets for anger, strapped to a shattered mirror, now reflecting a full chamber with a not-so-empty casing, compacted with gunpowder and expectation, then shot at a diameter of 0.308 millimeter at a distance of you should have been better. All because they didn't want to watch how you never got the 9 seconds to take the 8 small steps, to take the 8 short breaths, to call an institution meant to help you, but instead they lock you in a room padded with the words, "Why are you, you?" For this institution no longer sees what is true, because we as people now wear the coldest eyes, no longer windows. Now they're fogged over, accompanied by an equally cold shoulder as we turn to face away from problems clear as day. Problems never really our own problems that spell out Y-O-U. But really, what can I say to these problems worsened not only by time as it continues to pass us by, yet we remain lost in our past as we shepherd a blindness, no longer lambs for the wool and harvest, but goats to distract the wolves from the problems of the mass. But really, what do I get to say? Because we use the sharpest words stolen from their true purpose. Now words are as deadly as pistols, only everyone has words, and how carelessly we continue to use them. Not everyone gets to keep their lives. But really, what am I allowed to say? Because even though we're all different in our own unique little ways, for some reason that's not okay. For diversity, apparently, is just another invitation to disease, for when everyone is the same, no one will think freely. And that's what our majority craves, for queer to be a skeleton forever in the closet, for color to be forgotten on the bloody, scorching fields, for women to be just another ingredient on the kitchen counter, and for equality to be forgotten like Babylon, and basic human decency and sameness to be spread worse than chickenpox by bodies not meant to be here or there, by bodies making decisions for the young by the old, for the female by the male, for the queer by their cisgender peers, and really this so-called disease. It's the bias we hide within like a rotten tomato that ends up taking the whole damn... Though, I suppose this isn't entirely fair. At least not to those who are sitting here. Because I think a brighter possibility lies here somewhere. Because I think it's possible that people can use the wisest words, that people can have the brightest smiles, that people can be the kindest. I just wish those possibilities were true not only in, but also out of this room.
Step 1, take a shower.
The dirty clothes pile up as the water begins to trickle down. Waiting for it to heat up, I gaze at myself in the mirror, my body bare as I take in every curve, dip, and mark.
I can't take this. Why am I like this? Why do my hips feel so wide? Why do my thighs cling together? Why isn't my body mine? Why am I not pretty? Why am I not enough?
Entering the shower, my words begin to fade as I wash my hair with shampoo and clean all the dirt off my body with some nice, beautifully scented body wash. The steam seeming to cloud around and silence
Me and my inner thoughts. Step 2, change into my pajamas.
I have to wear these boring red plaid ones because my bare ones are in the washer. My plaid pajamas are sticking to my damp body. They're comforting and
I look bad in these. These make me look so weird, disproportioned, misshaped. As if I'm too big in some areas, but too slim in others. My body is so different, so ugly compared to the ones when I see when scrolling. Maybe I should do more acne skincare to get rid of my acne. Maybe then, maybe then I'll be like them. Step 3, do my skincare.
to help get rid of my pesky acne. It's so annoying and it just keeps coming back all the time like a mosquito in July. It's redness and bumps and shaking and
Causing me pain. I hate the way I look. My skin isn't glass. My skin doesn't glow no matter how much I try. I have to try and try and try again. I have to be perfect. I can't give in, but it's so hard. I give so much, yet get so little. It's so unfair. I shouldn't be like this. I should be happy. I shouldn't think this way.
My skin, not better than before. Maybe when I wake, I'll learn to adore my unfiltered skin.
Step 4, brush my teeth.
It's nice to give them a clean after 3 meals and 1 afternoon snack. Just getting the plaque away so my teeth don't rot.
I have to have that perfect smile, the one that makes that ding sound when I grin. I can't give up. I have to continue to brush because my teeth is not right. No matter how much I brush my teeth, they never seem white enough. I have to be able to smile so I don't seem so grim.
Placing my teeth in their mold, or I'll have to see the orthodontist again to get them fixed. Now to put my dryness to ease.
Step 6, put lotion on my body.
I can't stand all these dry patches I've been getting recently. They make my skin look terrible, and people are always asking me if I'm dehydrated.
And I can't look like this. I have to look healthy. I have to look happy. I have to look good, or no one will glance my way.
Lathering on the lotion, I let it sink in. Maybe when I wake, I won't feel this way.
Step 7, read a good book.
Every time I read, I feel like I'm living in another world that isn't real.
Tonight, I hope to get lost in the lines of the pages. I hope to see a world far, far away, so maybe my worries will not exist in my newfound life. I will finally let go and be free to be me, no worries or fears in sight.
And then, depending on whether it's 10 p.m., 11 p.m., or 12 a.m., I'll find a good stopping point. I'm kind of a night owl, and I enjoy staying up late because it's very peaceful and quiet.
Yes, sometimes I come out to play, my voice too loud to maintain peace. I will never get a quiet moment as long as my mind continues to race. And finally, step 8.
Turn off my lights and go to sleep. Ending the day strong with a few hours of beauty sleep. Maybe when I wake, I'll be a better version of myself.
Maybe I'll be the version I dream of so many nights. And maybe then we'll be one instead of two.